Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the July Shimmer box. This is a monthly subscription box that is done with 4 indie makers. 3 of the makers are Set in Stone, Native War Paints, Tux Polish, and Colors by Llarowe, and then the 4th maker is a different maker each month. This month's box is a heat wave and it releases July 7th at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And this month's guest maker is Glisten and Glow. This whole box of 4 indie polishes releases for $36 plus shipping. The first 25 boxes ships right away, and then after that it does go on a pre-order status. And that pre-order will last for 1 week. So there are 4 polishes here and we can go ahead and get started. So starting us off today, we have Native War Paints. It's Getting Hot in here, and this is kind of like a corally red with maybe like brick red undertones, and it has this strong golden orange shimmer running throughout it. Here is the Native War Paints brush. It is nice and wide and not too short, not too long of a stem. Very nice standard brush. So here's our first coat of It's Getting Hot in here. This has a phenomenal formula, very easy to use, very easy to work with. It stays right where you put it. It doesn't want to run or pool or anything of that sort. The shimmer in here stands out really nicely against the base color as well. And as much shimmer as this has, I had no brush stroking or anything of that sort. So here is the second coat, and this one does cover completely in 2 coats. It also dries fairly glossy for a shimmer polish, but I do recommend a top coat either way. Again, just really nice against your nails. So there is 2 coats. Next up we have Tux Polishes Take Me to the Water, and this is like a deserty orange polish, and it has this pink shimmer running throughout it. And here is Tux's brush. So we have a really long stem here and a nice short brush. Not too wide, but it is nice and wide and pretty easy to work with, but it's not like a nice wide paddle brush or anything. I did want to note the way I work with Tux polish, because I know a lot of people can have issues with dripping and stuff. Every time I go in, I make sure to wipe each side 2 to 3 times, because you will have this bead of polish running down the stem here. So I make sure to wipe it 2 to 3 times until the beads aren't coming anymore, and then I'll go in just with the tip and get a little bit all I need. And I get perfect application with that every time. So here's our first coat of Take Me to the Water. This covers really well on the first coat. After a couple uses, this is probably one of those polishes that would be completely opaque in 1 coat. Very easy to use, easy to work with, not too thick considering how well the opacity is. So really nice. So there's our first coat, and here's our second coat of Take Me to the Water. This one does cover completely in 2 coats, though it was very close on 1 coat. It also dries down semi-matte, so you will want a top coat. Again, I had no issues with brush stroking or anything of that sort. This one also dries very fast. So there is 2 coats. Next up we have Colors by Llarowe's shade, and this is Some Like It Hot, and this is a super bright neon pink polish with a fuchsia shimmer. Here is the Colors by Llarowe brush, and this is a nice wide flat brush, not too long of a stem and not too long of a brush, so really nice brushes here. So here's our first coat of Some Like It Hot. This one also covers really well on this first coat. Another one that's almost a 1 coater. I am going to go ahead and show you 2 though. This one dries very fast. As you can see, my pinky is already pretty much dry. Really easy to use, easy to work with, great formula, stays where you put it, just fantastic across the board. So here's our second coat, and this one does cover completely in 2 coats, so it's pretty close in 1. And for being so neon, not needing a white undie, that's really nice. This does dry matte. I will say the shimmer in here stands out the least compared to all of the polishes here. And I had no staining or anything with this polish either. So there is 2 coats. And the last polish for this box is the Guest Maker Glisten and Glow, and this is Lysa Beach when you're a peach. And this is a nice peachy polish, and it looks like it has a gold and holographic shimmer. It also looks like it might have this like black micro glitter in it, but it doesn't stick to your nail like a micro glitter, so I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it is in there and it is beautiful. On top of that gold shimmer, I'm also picking up a blue and a pink shimmer as well. So here is Glisten and Glow's brush, and it's another standard, just easy to use brush, not too wide. I don't care for the super wide brushes. I tend to flood my sidewall a lot with them, so these standardly wide, not too thin brushes are just ideal for me. So here's our first coat of Lysa Beach when you're a peach. This one also has really good coverage on the first coat. I can still see my nail line, so I am going to go in for a second coat. The formula on this is just a little bit thicker than the rest of them, but it's still pretty easy to use. It will dry just a little bit textured, but a nice glossy top coat will take care of that. The shimmer in this stands out really nicely on your nails as well. So here's that second coat, and this one does cover completely for me in 2 coats. Does dry down to a semi-matte finish, so again a top coat either way. And I didn't have any trouble removing this because those holographic glitters in there are micro glitters, but again, no issues with removal. So there is 2 coats. So I think my favorite this month is Lysa Beach When You're a Peach from Glisten and Glow. I really love this color. It is very flattering on my nails, and it's really an easy color to wear. And that is it, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this month's box. Let me know what your favorite was, if you plan on getting it. Check the description box below. I will link all of the sellers' sites, but this is only going to be sold on Native War Paints' site, so that'll be up at the top, but I will link all of the other makers below if you're interested in checking out their shops. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.